DK safe lane into a Timber Saw. That's, I mean, either that is, as you mentioned, complete faith in yourself or complete disrespect into the enemy.
No, Timber is just a weak hero, man. That's all I can say. Timber is not a very, very good hero. You must have a lot of confidence to pick the hero right now.
Oh, nice ward placement. He might have actually seen Kiyotaka place it. Yeah, he did definitely saw Kiyotaka walk back after placing the Observer ward. So they should know.
If he kills that ward, then he will also know that there's a ward there, because that's the only way you know there's a ward there. So
unless
I guess they'll deny their own ward.
You know?
I think they should deny their own ward. Okay, maybe not, because the only way that if I'm dire, right? If I'm dire, I feel like the only way my ward gets dewarded like this is the enemy already has a ward there.
Yeah, but they could have placed it on the right side or the left side as well.
Yeah, sure. Then they have to take a guess. Fine, fine.
And you, as a support, it costs 50 gold at the start. You don't want to take that risk.
You need the sentries to block the camps.
Yeah, that as well. Normally buy like 2 sentries on the support, and you need them both for the big camp.
Yeah, I mean you can buy the extra sentry later. Like maybe 1 minute, 2 minutes. After a lane, then you buy it for him. Doesn't really matter that much. In specific lane matchups, the high ground ward could matter more. Like if you're playing against a Viper, but otherwise, I would say that you can always deward it later.
Well, let's see. 3 lanes. And the big question, of course, as always, Winter, which lane is going to be the most interesting? I know the answer, though.
Tell me the answer then. I want to know what you think.
DK DP versus
I mean, on paper, you would think that it should be Timber favored, but I don't think this lane is Timber favored. I feel like the DK and the DP should pre-farm. The DK should pre-farm this lane. And then if you look at the supports, right, I feel like DP can also trade against the clock, and the clock he probably has to pull the wave. Yeah, he's doing it right now. So he's going to try to manipulate the creep equilibrium, get the wave nearer to the tower so Timber can get his easy levels. Nicely done. He blocks both of the camps. So not much solo can do here.
That does mean that Ramses is going to get some free farm time, which is always a plus. Of course, this is a situation you go for if you kind of expect to struggle in the lane. And considering DP does not care at all about the Timber Saw.
Dude, look at his item here, man. 4 branch. Total boss, I don't give a shit. I'm trading. +5 stats. Or +6 stats.
Yeah. And of course the extra good lordy regen, going for the magic wand next. Timber Saw and Clockwork have both pretty spammable spells. Especially the Timber Saw.
Sounds like a fun lane for this DK, man. Mid lane should be a wash, I guess. Storm against Puck. I feel like this lane is just I'm gonna farm, you're gonna farm. I don't think there'll be kills happening unless somebody makes a terrible mistake.
I mean, that is a lane where a lot of the time there is a terrible mistake because one of them wants to kill the other, and then you're gonna have to fair fight.
Who does the terrible mistake? Who makes it? Who makes the mistake?
It's always that one mistake of using the loser orb too aggressively, or
I feel like it's always the Puck, right? He tries to kill the Storm. The Storm is usually just gonna farm, He's gonna focus on last hitting, and he's not gonna try to kill the Puck. But it's always when the Puck is trying to kill the Storm, and then something will happen. Either he gets too greedy, then he uses his wave, and then he gets pulled by the vortex and he dies.
And support rotations from the supports could be, of course, very handy in this case, especially Disruptor. Even though Puck can dodge it,
They won't be able to do it that early. The lanes need the supports on the side lanes right now. With this kind of setup, I feel like the supports have to focus on playing the lane the first couple of minutes. Maybe after the second rune, maybe after minute 5, the catapult wave, minute 6 you can rotate. But the first 4 minutes, I feel like the supports have to play the side lanes a lot.
Yeah, Solo and Baboka are just chasing after each other the entire time in the jungle. And yeah, they're just currently farming, no real aggression coming out, no kill threats just yet.
Yep, the DK is farming, the Timber's farming. Monkey is kind of winning his lane. That's to be expected, you know. Monkey against Brute in the early phases, you know.
Kiyotaka mid might go for a play here. It's going to get dragged back by QWI. No, he's going to back off. He knows the mistakes he can make. I mean, that's the thing with Fairy Fires. Both of them are at the ready.
And there's no bottle charges for Puck and Storm, you know. That's why now you see the
coming
call
in.
Yeah, this is huge actually. Disrupting the 4-minute rune. So Kiyotaka's probably gonna need one of the supports to feed, go back to base, you know, and come refill his bottle. Okay, perfect. Somebody's dead. Refill my bottle.
And he gets the water rune as well, but he's being chased into the Roche pit right now.
He has to use his op. That's pretty bad for him. It's very nicely done by Bowoka.
Yep, but the bottle refill is there. Thank you very much for your suicide there. It was all, of course, planned that Antares would just die. Calculated.
Yeah, bot lane. Miro, he's gonna get glimpse.
And on the strike, Monet, another kill.
Nicely done.
Okay, that's a good way to deal with the Brute.
That should help.
Yeah, he cannot afford to feed one too many kills. Yeah, I think one death is still fine, but if he can come back to lane, because the wave is pushing, so he should be able to get his next level fairly easily. Oh, okay. They see the disruptor. Okay, that's why he's TPing right in front of the tower like this. Otherwise, you get glimpse back to base. GG.
Yeah, that's an immediate GG call. Run down mid. I've had enough. Because you know, the only one that you can blame is yourself at that point.
No, you blame your support. Why didn't you stop him? You know, come back to him and leave him so he can't glimpse me.
Yeah, why didn't you count perfectly to 4 right there?
I mean, it's one thing, you know, like when you don't play against Disruptor a lot, then you just forget in the lane, and then you're like, oh, wait, god damn it, my laning phase is over. And mid lane.
Bit of a brawl coming out. No, the Puck, they need some help, is going to get taken down. Solo's got level 6 from that, and he can just zip out of there. While Monet gets another kill onto Antares in the bottom lane, but the Puck, you know, he gets aggressive. You mentioned it. If there's one of the two that's going to die in that mid lane, it tends to be the Puck.
Yeah, and Solo moving over to the mid lane doesn't really help, you know. He's the one like, oh, DP is here, I'm coming, you know, let's try to kill him, you know. He was the one that kind of instigated the move, and yeah, unfortunately, Kiyotaka is just gonna go down there. Storm's pretty happy with what happened in the lane. He's level 6, so he should be able to just, you know, continue farming, continue scaling, and he's gonna have to get a BKB pretty early, I feel, this game against a Puck. You cannot be too greedy delaying the BKB too much this game.
Yeah. Would assume so. You know, Dream Coil, as you mentioned previously, very deadly for a lot of these Aster heroes.
Yeah. 6-minute runes are already taken, and the catapult wave, so I guess nobody's gonna be too worried about rotating to defend the catapult wave as much. Don't think anyone can actually pressure the Storm against the Puck here.
You know, the fun part is Solo and Baboka have both left the top lane a while ago. And it's just a 1v1 between the DK and the Timbersaw.
DK Timbersaw. If you can rotate away as the support for the DK, you know this matchup is not that scary. But right now the Clockwork, he's level 3. So he might be able to...
He's actually getting gone on.
He's stuck.
Pure damage. Shock of Whirling Death. Chopped him down and... Okay. Level 6 Timbersaw does tend to be a little bit scary. There's getting glimpsed back as well. That could be a huge kill here. With Solo and Miro both walking in, they won't chase for more. It's looking pretty decent for Aster.
Yeah, the DP didn't really put like a defensive ward for the DK. Normally you see when they leave the lane, especially a position 5, you would leave a ward, but we see a call onto the Clockwork. Ramses TP's in.
Yep,
oh,
and
no.
Boca just stands there inside his cogs.
Oh no. Timber's like, alright, free farm, I guess.
Well, that means he can solo take down the tier 1 tower top. Of course, doesn't have really good pushing power. It's not a hero that necessarily builds Meteor Hammer.
Oh,
I've seen it,
build.
but
I've seen it.
It's not necessarily.
I wouldn't say it's good, you know.
What's your favorite Meteor Hammer combo this patch?
Dragonite.
Really?
Don't flame me, please.
I like the
fun,
Shadow Demon one.
Shadow Demon. I mean, I guess if you're talking about efficient that helps you win the game, I think Night Stalker. Like no kappa. Yeah, I like the Meteor Hammer on Night Stalker. It gives Night Stalker mana regen, and Night Stalker generally can't push towers on off lane. So Meteor Hammer solves 2 of your problems.
Actually, I was wondering, I did not see any Spectre Meteor Hammers, even though Spectre Meteor Hammer was an Eternal Envy thing. You know,
because of Blade Mirror, if you need a farming item, Blade Mirror is always nice. You know, you have an option to go Blade Mirror. I would say Hammer's okay too, but we see a rotation here. Glimpse.
Yeah, with the
Easy kill.
XWY rotation, there's not really much you can do.
I mean, this is bound to happen, you know, when a Storm has a kind of okay start, people are gonna die on the side lanes. But it's just a support, so...
Oh, top lane, XWY, dropping low. Can he get out of there? Does have the level 3 chain. Misses the chain! Oh, Breathe Fire level 4, he's so close to dropping, but will actually get the chain back to safety.
That was close, man. Giving me a heart attack. Timbersaw dying to DK.
Flashbacks, oh no.
Okay, that I'll be honest, that was much worse. Glimpse, kinetic fill. But who's killing who?
Yeah, Brood Mama with the Spooder army. Okay, just ignore Monet. He uses boundless strikes.
This is why, man, this hero is so disgusting. This hero is actually so disgusting because he used his kinetic field. He has no way of defending himself against the spiders. You know? That's why Disruptor is so goddamn terrible against Brood. Like the spiders come, then what? You have to kinetic field, and then.
Yeah. Or you're thinking, okay, I'll glimpse you, and then the entire spider army keeps chasing you. That did nothing. It did nothing.
He's not even killing you with the hero, so your glimpse is like totally useless. I swear, man, when I'm playing Disruptor, this is one of the heroes that I hate seeing on the enemy team the most.
For me, it's always Bounty Hunter.
That Bounty Hunter is not that bad. No way,
no, but there's nothing that infuriates me as much as hearing the gold being stolen out of your inventory. Just that joink sound. It's the most infuriating as a support that I've ever encountered.
Yeah. But so right now, Miero is trying to pressure a tower. They can't really defend their own tier 1 at top. But Aster wants to defend their tier 1 bot. They're bringing in the numbers here.
Missed the hook shot though.
Storm is here though.
Yeah, that's a lot harder to miss. And they defend the tier 1. It's very close to dying.
How can you miss a vortex? Technically you can't.
Get the Ags, and then you can.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. Then you can miss an electric vortex, indeed. Eventually he'll get it though.
So Monet.
Radiance.
Okay, Monet is going Battle Fury and Ramses is going for Radiance. Coil onto Clockwork again for Clockwork.
Yeah, he's pretty farmed actually.
Radiance against Battle Fury.
I'm getting a second wind.
So I would say that if you talk about scaling in the late game, I think DK is pretty good against Monkey King if you get to that stage.
Yeah, if you get like a Manta plus Ags on DK, you know, with that insane slow.
But during the mid game, I feel like with say you get a Battle Fury into Skadi with Basher, Abyssal. I mean, I would say that point is
with the
with a BKB. I would say that point is when the Monkey King is stronger than DK. DK is only stronger than Monkey if it's like ultra uber late. You know, you're talking about like 45 minutes at least. You know, above 40 minutes.
So in the earlier portion of the game, you know, when Monkey has his Battle Fury, he's still super squishy.
Yeah, I mean he's not like
super tanky.
Yeah, but he's not exactly like an AM with Battle Fury where you're useless, you're -1, you're playing with a -1. No. And we see Aster, they're gonna smoke in to the Ancients, get a free kill here. Get some wards down.
Well, there's a nice kill. 9-2 currently for Aster, but net worth wise is still very close, and that's because Ramses had such a freaking phenomenal game.
Can I get a glimpse? Okay, no vision. He's halfway to his Radiance, I guess. Okay, actually more than halfway. He has his Relic already, so just needs the last piece. They're probably not gonna be able to defend this tier 1 at bot. They're pretty weak right now. I mean, when somebody's rushing Radiance, the team tends to get weaker before you get the Radiance. So that's a given.
Oh, XWI's got Witchblade as well. Both
Glimpse.
mid laners got Witchblade. Solo goes for the TP after being glimpsed. Sadness right there. But does give away that they have high ground vision. Or at least vision in the area.
Wow, I didn't expect him to not even have a point in silence on a +5 DP. Alright. It's kind of greedy. Like normally I think after a lane you have 2-0-2. You get a point in silence.
Bottom lane gets coiled. With double damage puck with a Witchblade. Does do a lot of damage.
Can they even kill him?
Silence is there. It's taking quite some time. More rotations in, and Terry's is here. He's got the lift, but it's too far away. And XXS, can he get out to safety? They're chasing forever. No rotations coming in because they're fighting on the other side, taking down Ramses in
Ramses is dead.
Dyer's jungle. And he keeps 3 heroes distracted. They get a kill onto Ramses. This was really well done by Aster.
Yeah, that's very weird though. I don't think they would have been able to kill with 2 heroes. They needed the Rubik to be nearer, you know. They needed a +1, like another spell, like a Fate Bolt, a Leaf. So that's rather strange, you know, that they feel like they could actually kill the Timber there with Hood. If the Timber doesn't have Hood, I understand, you know. But the Timber had Hood, you know.
Look how strong that Timber is. Such an amazing hero.
Damn it, Tim. Fine, you know. Timber's still gonna do Timber things, you know, but winning with the Timber is another thing.
XWI towards Kiyotaki. He's going for the BKB after his Witchblade, as you mentioned. Otherwise, a little bit too easy to kill.
Yeah, he can't be too greedy, like I said. You know, this game you need to get a pretty early BKB on Storm.
I'm gonna go for
if you get
XXS again. It seems
again. They have 3 heroes this time, I guess.
Solo's here. He does have a silence.
Okay, Glimpse. He needs to send somebody back.
And do they have the damage? XXS, Timber Chain, slowed down.
Oh, Rubik has Glimpse.
And Terrence is actually dead. XXS is finally going to die. Maboka will probably be a second one. Oh, actually, no, he's going to be able to walk it off.
Alright, so they actually had enough damage, but they had to, you know, let the Rubik die there. Can't really do too much about that. So 1-for-1 trade. So better for HR, I guess. They sacrificed the support for a core. But it still took them so much, you know, to kill the Timber. I'm not even sure if going for the Timber is a good idea, you know. I feel like they have to try to stop this Monkey King from getting to his BKB too fast, you know. Because once they get like this double BKB, I'm not sure Timber wants to get BKB. Okay, probably not. So if they get this double BKB timing with the Monkey and Storm, they're pretty much going to have a very huge window where they can just get Roche and just get anything on the map for free.
Yeah, it's the timings that I'm curious about this game. Oh. Kiyotaka gets
nice
caught
there.
there.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
Very nice by PQ there. That was actually some good reaction there. Yep. That's a huge kill for them. So right now, what can they get on the map? Don't think they can get any towers, so they're probably just gonna run around and farm. And I like what they're doing here, you know. Immediately after they kill, they run into the Ancients, D-Ward, and because they know that the puck's dead, right, they can just try to restrict as much movement. But here comes the Brood.
Brood Mama going in, there's no Static Storm. Solo with a nice silence coming out. XWI takes some damage, they're gonna find the Disruptor and look for more, but the rest is gonna be able to dip out. Hero has no fear.
TP. And he has Hood and Mech.
True.
Brood is very strong right now. You should not be afraid of anything. Only the Monkey King can kill you.
And he's on the other side of the map. Very close to his BKB as well. Really good timings here for Monet.
So damn fat, man. Pre-20-minute Battle Fury and BKB is pretty darn rich, man.
And on the opposing side, I mean, Ramsey's died twice, but he's got his ratings done. He's building up his BKB as well. Is it the moment they get the BKBs that they want to take fights on these sides, or are there more items?
Yeah, they should definitely fight with the BKB. Storm is quite far away from his BKB. Okay, so with only Monkey BKB, I feel that they should still be able to take some fights here. But he is not getting it yet. It's in the career, so they can't really fight in the tier 1. So have to give it up. That's very reasonable. But they should definitely take the next fight. If HR decides to come in again and pressure, I feel like they should use this BKB to fight.
Worth-wise, it's still reasonably close. 4K ain't the biggest problem. The biggest net worth difference is Baboka is really farmed. He's got a full Hood of Defiance on the Clockwork.
How is this guy so
pipe.
fat?
He's got a full pipe on the Clockwork.
How is this guy so fat?
Atri Assault does double damage to creeps. Yeah.
I mean, still, you know, he's 2k ahead like, of the enemy plus 4. Which is a Rubik, you know. I mean, sure, the Rubik has 6 deaths, you know, but still. So it's not easy to farm that much more on the Clockwork against a Rubik.
Well, he does have almost 50 more creep kills than the Rubik. I guess the problem for the Rubik is the fact that all three of his cores like farm everything on the map.
I mean, so it's the same for Aster, you know. The Monkey, the Storm, the Timber.
Yeah, but Aster's been like grouping up
shot.
a lot of the time to
Ramses,
go fights.
still no BKB. Oh no, he's dead, man. This is bad.
He's not getting any help as well in that top lane. They just...
That's the BKB Wukong, you know. There's nothing you can do to fight that right now if you're HR.
Wukong's Static Storm Kinetic Field. No one to help you out. Terry's almost gets blown up by XXS. But luckily enough, at the glimpse towards mid, there's a bit of a brawl coming now. Chase after QWY. So close to taking him down, but he does get the zip back to safety. And
man, that pipe is actually doing so much work, you know. The Puck just does nothing. Damn it. Puck's like, oh my god, I'm gonna need so much more items to kill them right now with this pipe.
Yutaka, he's got bots now as well on the Puck, so can definitely extend the game as much as he wants. And
they have to extend the game, you know. The pipe is gonna disrupt so much of the damage from the Radiance and the Puck, Rubik. Like everybody does majority magic damage, you know, except for the Spiderlings.
One is so far ahead. He's already done with an ultimate orb for his Scotty. Gonna be pretty big though. He is gonna get spotted out.
Oh, they caught him.
BKB's on cooldown, going for the TP. Do they have a way to interrupt his TP? No, they do not.
Wow, he knew the call was on cooldown or something. 15 seconds. Holy shit!
I mean, yeah. Just
what
TP.
a boss.
That's.
I mean, I guess he just doesn't mind. Like if he has coil, whatever, you know, I die. You know, if he doesn't have coil, I live. You know, so why not? Why the hell not? You know, just try. But I always say, you know, you should always give the players the benefit of the doubt. You know, he already know the timings. You know, come down to a T. He knows he had extra 10 seconds remaining.
And Terry's in the tree's top side. There's a monkey jumping about, who is actually looking for Ramses because they have observer wards all over the place spotting Ramses.
Yeah, they're trying to abuse as much as they can with this. What he did? Oh, okay, he was just out of vision. All right, damn it, that was.
Babuka does get spotted on the other side. Hook shots away to the creeps.
This guy is stalling.
He's only died once.
Definitely stalling.
And he's been ganked like 4 times. He's only died once.
As Clockwork, it's not an easy feat to only die once in a game, you know. You hook in, generally you have to trade your life for something else, but dying once, pretty impressive stuff, you know.
In the pit they go.
And this is what I'm talking about. You get the double BKB, right? Then you immediately get an objective on the map here. And there's nothing HR can do with the way their heroes are set up right now. And Ramses doesn't have his BKB yet, you know, so you just can't contest, you know. I mean, you can try to steal, but I don't think you can contest.
Well, the Aegis are on Monet. He's just going to continue farming his Scotty. Yeah, I guess extending the game is it here for Hellraisers.
That's the only way they can win the game right now. They have to try to buy another, I would say at least 15-20 minutes. You know, it's going to be a long time before their lineup can overpower Aster's lineup. And whereas for Aster, they are going to look towards getting as much advantage as they can within this window. or even possibly ending the game, you know, if they can.
Aster might have some struggles with high ground pushing though.
Vision, glimpse, can they get a glimpse? If they kill a hero with glimpse every time and then they push high ground, they can definitely kill the base, you know, quickly with Monkey King.
They're going for a fight in response, and Terrace is jumping in the trees, gaining vision. They spot out the monkey, but that's of course an Aegis monkey. Static Storm is not going to connect on to anyone. They're actually
that's not a good Static Storm.
Exorcism, a lot of damage on the Provoke. Hook shots away, but Solo's now stuck inside the Wukong command. He's going to almost drop, still not dead just yet, but Glimpse sends him into his grave, and a big kill comes out. Zip forward by XWY going from here before he gets over the cliff and chopped into two. But Boka's the one that secured skill, and Terry's now needs to run away. He doesn't have any spells, and he steals the saddest spell in the book. Will be taken down, and a triple kill there for
It's rather
Aster.
strange that they're trying to fight against the Aegis, you know. Sure, I know that the DK just got his BKB. He feels like, alright, maybe I can do something now, but it's still an Aegis or Monkey King, you know. I feel like fighting there was not a very wise choice for HR. Like we mentioned before this, they need to be playing the extending the game idea. They have to try to delay and try to keep buying time for the cause to get more items. They are way weaker than Aster for sure right now. I don't think this BKB on DK changed a lot of things here.
But you know what's really nice to see? That Timbersaw second net worth.
Are you gonna be putting salt all over my wound?
Hey, it's at least
the whole
once
game?
he gets shard, they have a way to deal some extra damage to the enemy's base, because that's the one thing that they struggle
Let
with.
me ask you the question. Is he the one winning them the game?
Yes.
Fine.
I'm sorry, okay. Oh, catch onto Miro. Glimpse sends him back. He doesn't have a BKB. Battery Assault, hook shot in, and they will control up the Brood Mother. Another one.
Yeah, Aster is just playing very, very flawlessly, you know, abusing this double BKB timing from the start and just taking the map, taking Roshan. Right now, HR seems a bit flustered, you know, they don't know what they have to do on the map. Like, they're trying to take fights whenever they can, but they're just not strong enough, you know. Glimpse, he has to BKB. This is very, very bad news. So it means that tower is gonna go down for free. I mean, can they even go high round with this Aegis and DK no BKB? They might be able to.
And the problem for them is that their high ground push is lacking on Aster. It's not the fastest.
That's true.
XWY, spots like Kiyotaka, a lot of damage onto the puck.
I mean, if you're getting a lot of pickoffs, then maybe it won't matter in the end, you know.
True. And you will starve out the map otherwise. Ramsey is going for the Blink Dagger next. What item does he need before he could possibly take another fight on the DK? Because it feels very underwhelming what he's been able to do so far.
It's not just him, you know. The other cores are also way too weak. Like the park needs so much more items.
That boundless strike from Monet out of fog. Kiyotaka never saw it coming. Gets stunned up, and then immediately the sacks from Connect Field. Yeah, Puck is not a hero that likes to build BKB most of the time, and he's queued it up right now.
Monkey King and Earthshaker are two heroes that can catch Puck out without Puck seeing them. You know? That's why it's not that easy to play against these two heroes. They get the initial stun off, and the team can just follow up and kill the Puck. I mean, I feel like there's not much they can do, you know, with the heroes they have right now. Like they have a lineup that wants to fight, but they just can't fight, you know. They were unable to seize any opportunities in the game that their lineup is actually stronger. And I feel like it's down to two things, you know, the BKB rushes on the Monkey and the Storm, and the pipe on the Clockwork, which negates so much of the magic damage from the Puck and the Radiance on DK.
I love the Ags on Clockwork. He's building it right now. It's still a long way to go. He also has the gem, so all the vision's going to get taken care of. Ramsey's going to get jumped in mid, pops the BKB, needs help. He's going to go for the TP out. Hook shot was already used, and Monet doesn't have the battery just yet.
This is really, really bad, you know. Like, Hook is like such a low cooldown spell, and then you have to trade your BKB for it, and now you cannot do anything on the map. It's just terrible, you know, for HR at the moment.
Yeah, you're also against a lineup that just outvisions you completely. They have a gem on the clockwork. They've got a clockwork.
Oh, that's
Disruptor.
that's actually so good to get a gem whenever you're controlling the map, you're winning. It's always really really important to get the gem to just make sure that you eliminate any chances of your enemy team coming back to the game. You know, via pickups with some weird observer wards placements. You know, and the gem just make sure those kind of situations doesn't happen.
Oh, gotta be careful, Kitaka.
You see him, right?
Yeah,
Nope.
but
Okay.
maybe it was a little bit too deep. He's also got the gem on clockwork, so he doesn't want to lose it. Because if you jump
Yeah,
in front of
yeah.
the enemy's tier 3 tower, you can still die. But Dream Coil, the rest of the team might not be able
Yeah,
to follow
that's
up.
why they need to set up some observer wards in the lane. You know, when you're winning, you should always have all these lane wards in front of the enemy space, so you can see them and pick them off. And now they're going to smoke and sweep the map. They realize that HR can only be at top because they herded them like cattle. They were at bot, so HR cannot be at bot, so HR went top. And now Aster is doing a smoke to go top. It is very very good play by them. If they can get a very important hero kill like a DK or the puck, that would mean that maybe they can push high ground.
Oh, this is getting pretty scary.
Oh, this is
Smoke
not good
broken.
for HR.
Excess in front, Zip going in, catch on to Miro. Brood Mother's going to be controlled, no BKB on. The Brood is an easy kill. That's going to be all your sustain gone. Solo's going to be the next target. BKB by XXS doesn't really care. Ramsey just hits XWY, but what can you realistically do at this stage? Actually, XWY dropping pretty low, gets stream coiled in the process. No BKB on the Storm. He's very low, but gets the Zip out. Not even going to falter there. And Terry's another one down. The only one alive is Kyutaka. XWY dodges that move there with the tiniest sip of his life, and he's not even gonna fall on the Storm Spirit. My man is playing with fire, and he lives. 608 on that Storm.
Aster's just giving us a clinic, you know, how to play Dota 101. From the lanes itself, like good itemizations, the way they are moving on the map, knowing when they should be getting roche, getting the objectives, taking team fights with smoke. Just a very, very well executed game, you know. It's been a while, you know, since I've seen such a clean game, you know, from Aster. This is a very, very promising sign.
I mean, it is $1 million tournament, so there's a lot to play for here.
Sure, you know, money definitely has a part to play.
And of course, if you get first place, you make it towards the Riyadh Masters tournament, which I don't know exactly how much it was. It was like a ridiculously high price pool. Like
15, wasn't it? 15 or something?
15 or 17 million, something along those lines. You know, a contender there for TI.
People complain there's always only TI to worry about. Now you have two.
I mean, the $1 million tournaments are also not too bad. That are both qualifiers.
Do you miss those days when there's always a tournament every week?
Yeah.
I feel like we are going back to that stage right now.
Yeah, it was kind of lacking with all the third-party tournaments just non-existent. There were no minors anymore. It felt a little bit lacking.
Yeah, nice to have like events like DreamLeague, you know, just giving us more Dota. We need more Dota.
Might be a little bit tough on some of the teams. You know, the traveling has been a complaint by some of the players.
I'd rather have too much Dota and not enough Dota.
That is true. That is very true. And they get to see the world. Wait, where was? Oh yeah. Random, very quick death there. But it is a really rough game to come back in. DK is going for the Ags. I think the Ags is a very nice addition. Is it going to be enough though? I mean, Monkey currently has full Abyssal. He's going for the Daedalus next. Afterwards, he's going to get Ags most likely, and
He needs another 20 minutes of farm. And I don't think he's gonna get it.
maybe, you know, make it 30 and give him tier 5 items.
Sure. What do you want? Giant's Ring?
I mean, with Ags, he already does the flying stuff, so I don't know.
So does it stack? So you are even bigger, right?
Yeah, you do become absolutely gigantic. It is really nice to see, especially if you've got the Manta Cell as well. Miro, Brood in trouble, Glimpse back, running the opposite direction. He's got the kinetic field cooldown reduction on Disruptor, so it's
Yeah, I like the talent, to be honest.
It's kind
Hook
of
shot.
stupid. Oh.
Hey, I wouldn't say stupid, but it's nice to have.
I mean, if you get the level 20 talent as well, you pretty much almost have it permanently up.
That's why I like to get the kinetic field cooldown, static storm duration, and the kinetic field duration. I feel like it's just the combination of talents is what makes it broken.
Ramses gonna get gone on, does have a BKB, but the Abyssal Blade holds him down. Wukong's command is there as well.
Yeah, fight me! Fight me!
He needs some help!
Don't you run, you dragon!
Oh, yeah, there's the GG call from Hellraisers. Aster just... I mean, they had the more obvious draft of the two, and they obviously handled it better this game. Even though I must say, Ramses did a really good job laning stage-wise.
They won with Timbersaw 6-7 pick. That itself is an achievement, you know, to me. Like hands down, you know, that is not an easy thing to do. Winning Timbersaw 6-7 pick, you know.
27-4 as well. That's